Hello, everyone, and welcome to 7 Darknet Stories of the Magic Castle. I'll be going over 7 of the most popular and recent stories from the Magic Castle found on the Darknet. I hope you all enjoy and stick around until the end. Number 1. A magician died just before going on stage. In 1986, a magician named Chris Michaels passed away while waiting to go on stage. When a staff member went backstage to let him know that the show was about to start, his body was discovered sitting in a chair. Today, any mishaps that happened backstage are blamed on Michael's mischievous ghost. Number 2. A little girl was spotted in the haunted cellar. The basement area of the Magic Castle is known as the Haunted Cellar. It's been remodeled over the years to make room for performance spaces, but at some point the ghost of an unidentified girl was spotted running up and down the hallway. Number 3. A phantom bartender still serves drinks. The Hat and Hare pub inside the Magic Castle is only open on Friday and Saturday nights, but many guests have reported seeing a male bartender serving drinks there during the week. His description matches Lauren Tate, a bartender who used to work at the Hat and Hare. He died many years ago, but it seems that he wants to keep working, even in the afterlife. Number 4. Houdini's ghost may have started a fire to get back at a rival. On Halloween in 2011, a roofer's blowtorch fell over and started a fire at the Magic Castle. There was extensive damage to the attic, 3rd floor, and the Dante room. Named for Dante the magician, the owner of the castle, Milt Larsen. Notice a strange coincidence. Harry Houdini had died on Halloween in 1926, and it turned out that the fire had started at the exact time of his death. Houdini hated Dante, and now the Dante room was totaled. Well, the Houdini room suffered no damage. Some people believe it was Houdini's ghost finally making contact from the afterlife. Number 5. A ghost named Irma is a resident piano player. The music room of the Magic Castle is occupied by a piano-playing ghost named Irma. Guests can request any song that comes to mind, and Irma will play it. Only the castle's staff members know what kind of magic trick lies behind Irma's piano playing. But according to the castle legend, Irma was a frequent guest at the mansion in the early 1900s. She loved playing the piano, but the homeowner, Roland B. Lane, was not a fan of music. He moved the piano up to the 3rd floor so he wouldn't be bothered by it anymore. And Irma took this as a great personal insult. She died in 1932 and vowed to return and haunt the mansion. When the Magic Castle opened in 1963, the piano was moved back downstairs. and Irma has been entertaining the guests nightly ever since. Her story may just be some fun fiction created by the Magic Castle, but the owner swears that one night during a power outage, the piano was playing all on its own. Number 6. A beloved magician haunts a theater. Di Vernon was a magician in residence at the Magic Castle. He watched shows from the front row of the Palace of Prestidigitation, one of the performance venues inside the castle, every night until his death in 1992. His ashes now sit on a shelf outside the theater. A team of paranormal investigators explored the castle and set up cameras directly in front of Vernon's favorite seat in the theater. While the camera was rolling, they investigated the room next door and asked the spirits to perform a magic trick for them. A ghostly voice responded from the empty Palace of Prestidigitation, right where Vernon used to sit. Number 7. The Houdini seance room is filled with spirits. William Larson Sr., the father of the Magic Castle's founders, Milt and William Larson, was an attorney and a magician. He worked for Harry Houdini's wife, Bess, and the Houdini seance room is now filled with Houdini memorabilia that the Larson family collected over the years. Houdini did not believe in seances or mediums, and he tried to debunk spiritualism throughout his career. He and his wife came up with a code phrase for him to say if he ever made contact from the afterlife. Rosabelle, believe. After her husband died in an accident on Halloween, Bess held a seance every year for 10 years straight, but was unfortunately never able to make contact with her husband. Today, the seances continue at the Magic Castle. A medium connects groups of 10 to 12 guests to the ghostly occupants that haunt the castle, and more than a few spooky encounters have been reported. It's rumored that the original resident medium, E. Raymond Carlyle, made contact with his recently deceased daughter during one seance. One of the current mediums, Misty Lee, said she once saw a dark figure standing behind one of the guests. She thought it was a staff member trying to scare someone, but when she mentioned it afterwards, the guest simply said the mysterious dark figure had been following him for his entire life. And that brings us to the end. The end of the journey that I have taken you upon. The end of the journey, which is horror stories on the dark web. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all got a little bit of a spook out of it. And that brings us to the end of our journey. The horror stories that lie within the dark web. 7 haunting stories of the Magic Castle. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, obliterate that like button and share this around with all your spooky October friends. But if there's something I could ask of you all, and that is simply check the description for links on how to get in contact with me, join the Discord server where you can be notified of new videos every single day and get in on some secret things every now and then. Also, if I would appreciate it if you would take your time and if you would allow me to have your money. Donation sites like Patreon and PayPal are down below. Patreon will get you a monthly prescription so that you don't have to go through the hassle on donating every single time. You'll also get benefits while being a Patreon, for each tier having its own different set of enjoyable goodies. And if you sponsor me on PayPal, you will get a receipt of everything that I buy or do with said money, and also an explanation on why I do it. But that is all I have for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. But until next time, see ya!